ఇంటర్మీడియట్ విద్యారంగంలో అగ్రగామి మన ఎన్ఎస్ఆర్ ఇంపల్స్ ఎడ్యుకేషన్ ఇన్స్టిట్యూషన్. ఐఐటి జేఈఈ అయినా నీట్ అయినా తిరుగులేని విద్యా సంస్థ ఎన్ఎస్ఆర్ ఇంపల్స్.
Okay, good morning everybody. Now we are discussing about vectors concept. So in that we discussed about resolution of vectors already. So it's most important concept, the basic concept, most important basic concept, resolution of vectors. So now we can discuss about triangle law and polygon law of vector addition. First we can discuss about triangle law of vector addition. Triangle means how many sides? 3 sides. Triangle means 3 sides. So that is triangle of vector addition. So how can you define this means? So let us say if two vectors are acting as the adjacent sides of a triangle, two vectors are acting as the adjacent sides of a triangle taken in order. Taken in order means second vector must be starts from the final point of the first vector, that is considered as the order. So two vectors are represented as the adjacent sides of a triangle taken in order. Then the closing side of the triangle represents the resultant of two vectors. So here two vectors are represented as the adjacent sides of a triangle taken in order. Then the closing side of the triangle represents the resultant of these two vectors taken in resultant of the closing side of the triangle taken in reverse order represents the resultant of these two. Actually in order means, see here, this is O, this is A bar and this is B bar and this is C bar actually. So order means first vector starts from the, so this is the first vector and second vector starts from the second point, second vector must be starts from the final point of the first vector. This is the situation. Actually third vector, how it must be represented? So third vector must be represented be like this. So third vector must be starts from the final point of the second vector like this. But according to the triangle law of vector addition, third vector must be represented in reverse order. Actual order means this is the order, but we must represent it in reverse order. The C bar represents the resultant of A bar and B bar. This C bar represents the resultant of A bar and B bar. So this is the triangle of vector addition. So that means we can, from this we can write C bar is equals to A bar plus B bar. So magnitude of C bar is equals to under root A square plus B square plus 2AB cos theta. Whatever is the angle between these two, angle between A bar and B bar. So then let us say it is theta. If it is given as theta and it is 180 minus theta. So cos of 180 minus theta minus cos theta. So A square plus B square minus 2AB cos theta. That is depending on the given angle. If this theta is mentioned, then we have to consider cos theta. If this is theta, then this becomes 180 minus theta based on the given condition. This is triangle of vector addition. Two vectors are acting as the adjacent sides of a triangle taken in order. The closing side of the triangle taken in reverse order. The closing side of the triangle taken in reverse order represents the resultant of these two vectors. The closing side of the triangle taken in reverse order represents the resultant of two vectors A and B like this. So or in one more way we can define triangle is, if three forces acts on the body, here if three forces acts on a body and keeps the body in equilibrium three forces acts on a body and keeps the body in equilibrium. Equilibrium means the position of the body does not changes. When the body is said to be in equilibrium, the net force acts on the body is 0. That means due to the application of the number of forces, the position of the body does not changes, then we can say that the body must be in equilibrium. So that is the three forces acts on a body and keeps the body in equilibrium. Then those three forces considered as sides of the triangle taken in order. Sides of the triangle taken in order, that is important. So that means see here, so these are the three forces. Let us say it is F1 and it is F2 and it is F3. If these three forces acts on a body and keeps the body in equilibrium, three forces acts on a body and keeps the body in equilibrium, then these three forces acts as the sides of a triangle taken in order. Taken in order means, see here, so this is F1 and this is F2 and this is F3. Taken in order, this is the order, but here C bar is the reverse order. But here these are the order, F1, F2, F3. So from this we can write F1 bar plus F2 bar plus F3 bar is equals to 0. Net force must be 0. Then only the body must be in equilibrium. So that is triangular vector addition. Both are correct. So that is the situation. This is triangular vector addition. Two forces. According to this, if the two vectors are represented as the adjacent sides of a triangle taken in order, the closing side of the triangle represents the resultant of those two vectors. Closing side of the triangle represents the resultant of those two vectors taken in reverse order. So that is triangle law. Next, based on this we can write polygon law of vector addition also. Polygon law. Poly means many sides. So polygon law of vector addition. Polygon law of vector addition. What is the polygon law? Poly means many sides. If number of vectors are acting as the sides of a polygon taken in order again, if number of vectors are acting as the sides of a polygon taken in order, the closing side of the polygon represents resultant of all these vectors taken in reverse order. So actually order in the sense this vector also must be represented like this. If all the vectors must be in order and this one closing side is also must be in this one like this, but the closing side represents the resultant of all these vectors taken in reverse order. Let us say, so O, A, B, C, D, let us say E, whatever it is, P, Q, R, S, T, anything we have to consider. Here addition, so OA bar, second vector, plus AB bar, plus BC bar, plus CD bar, plus DE bar, that is equals to OE bar. So this OE bar represents resultant of all these vectors. OE bar represents resultant of all these vectors. See here, OA bar, AB bar, BC bar, CD bar, OE bar, like that. Second vector starts from the final point of the first vector. Third vector starts from the final point of the second vector. Fourth vector starts from the final point. These are vector additions. So finally this closing side indicates resultant of all these, either it is possible or not. Let us see here, let us check that. This is called polygon law vector addition. If number of vectors are acting as the sides of a polygon taken in order, number of vectors are acting as the sides of a polygon taken in order, the closing side of the polygon represents resultant of all the vectors. Closing side of the polygon represents resultant of all the vectors taken in reverse order. So see here whether that one is correct or wrong. See here, first it is O, A, B, C, D, E. So first forget about all those. OA bar plus AB bar gives OB bar. So first vector OA bar, second vector AB bar. Second vector starts from the final point of the first vector. So that's why OA bar, the resultant of these two, that is OB bar. OA bar plus AB bar is OB bar. So this is OB bar, right? In place of OA bar and AB bar, what I am writing? OB bar, no doubt about that. So this is OB bar. Next BC bar starts from the final point of the OB bar. Now I am writing OB bar plus BC bar is equals to, what we can write it as, OC bar. OB bar, this is one vector. First vector let us say OB bar. Second vector starts from the final point of the first vector. The line joining the starting point of the first vector, ending point of the second vector gives the resultant. Let us say it is OC bar. Right? Next vector CD bar starts from the OC bar. So now here OC bar plus CD bar gives what we can write it as, OD bar. OC bar plus CD bar gives OD bar. Just we are discussing about according to vector addition only. So OC bar plus CD bar gives OD bar. Next OD bar plus DE bar gives, here OD bar plus DE bar gives OE bar. So this is the first vector OD bar. Second vector starts from the final point of the first vector, that gives OE bar. So now OD bar plus D, what is OD? OC plus CD plus DE is equals to OE. What is OC? OB plus BC plus CD plus DE gives OE bar. What is OB? OA plus AB plus BC plus CD plus DE gives OE. So that's why the closing side of the polygon represents resultant of all these vectors in magnitude and direction but taken in reverse order. So that is the situation. Just now we discussed according to the vector addition concept. First OA bar plus AB bar gives OB. Next forget about these two. OB bar plus BC bar gives OC. Next OC plus CD gives OD. OD plus DE gives OE. So that is the thing. So simple thing, polygon law vector addition. If number of vectors are acting as the sides of the polygon taken in order, the closing side of the polygon represents resultant of all these vectors but taken in reverse order. So this is the polygon law of vector addition. Next, come to the topic, most important topic. So that is most important topic. most important topic, relative velocity. Come to the topic. What is the relative velocity? What is meant by the relative velocity? What is meant by relative? Relative in the sense, relative, relation. What is meant by relative concept? Relative means what? Comparison. Relative means comparison. So everything in our life based on comparison. Everything must be based on comparison. If we are stick to our thoughts only, if we people can stick to our thoughts, so this life is very beautiful. When we compare with others, that's a major problem. Of course, in case of good things we can compare, but in case of bad things we can compare, that is completely relative velocity. Relative in the sense, directly. సో స్టడీ విషయంలో అసలు మామూలు ప్రాబ్లం ఉండదు అనమాట. అబ్బా వాడు పక్కింటోడు బాగా చదువుతున్నాడు రా, నువ్వు ఎందుకురా చదవట్లేదు, ఆడికి అన్ని మార్కులు వచ్చినాయి నీకు ఎందుకు రావట్లేదురా, ఇదే కూడా కంపారిజన్. సో దట్ ఈస్ అ రిలేటివ్ థింగ్. ఇఫ్ దెర్ ఈస్ నో కంపారిజన్, దట్ ఈస్ బిందాస్. సో దట్ ఈస్ relative velocity. What is relative velocity? Means velocity of one body with respect to another body. Velocity of one body with respect to another body, that is called relative. So for example, two cars are traveling on the road. So one car is traveling with velocity 60 kilometers per hour, one car is traveling with velocity 90 kilometers per hour. Of course his driving capacity is 90, his driving capacity is 60, let us say. వీడు వాడిని క్రాస్ చేయాలనుకున్నాను, వీడు 100కి వెళ్ళాడు అనుకో, వీడికి కంట్రోల్ ఉండదు, ఏమవుతుంది? స్మాష్. Don't be relative. So like that, relative velocity means, relative velocity in the sense, velocity of one body, velocity of one body with respect to another body. Velocity of one body with respect to another body, that is called relative velocity. Velocity of one body with respect to another body. How can you do this? For example, two bodies are traveling in the same direction. For example, this velocity is 50 kilometers per hour and this velocity is 80 kilometers per hour. For example, two bodies are traveling in opposite direction. Let us say same 50 kilometers per hour and it is 80 kilometers per hour. What is the relative velocity in these situations? Velocity, both are traveling in the same direction. How can you calculate relative velocity? If both are traveling in opposite direction, what is the relative velocity? If both are traveling in perpendicular direction, how can you calculate relative velocity? And if two bodies are traveling with certain angle, how can you calculate relative velocity? Different situations, how can you calculate relative velocities? Now we can discuss about this. But relative velocity in the sense, velocity of one body with respect to another body. Just a comparison, best comparison. So both are traveling the same direction, velocity of one body. With respect to this one, this velocity is 50 and this velocity is 80, and with respect to 50, 80 is 30 more, and with respect to 80, the 50 is 30 less. But both are traveling in opposite direction. With respect to 50, this 80 more, with respect to 80, 50 more. So let us discuss in which situation how can we calculate the relative velocities. So see here, it's a very important thing, very important concept it is. Relative velocity as well as here the change in velocity also. So for example here, two bodies, let us say body A moves with velocity VA and body B moves with velocity VB. Two bodies are traveling with velocities VA and VB. Maybe VA is more or VB is more depending on the situation, whatever it is. Two bodies having velocities. How can we calculate the velocity of A with respect to B? First we have to calculate. See here, we have to calculate velocity of A with respect to B. Velocity of A with respect to B. So see here, velocity must be the vector quantity. That's very important. Velocity must be the vector quantity. So that is VAB bar. This bar indicates the direction. So this first we can write it as VA bar minus VB bar. This is not the algebraic subtraction. This is not at all the algebraic subtraction. So now velocity of A with respect to B, that means VAB bar is equals to VA bar minus VB bar. This is not algebraic subtraction, not at all the algebraic subtraction. Just it is the vector subtraction. So according to how can you calculate vector subtraction? It is magnitude of VAB bar is equal to magnitude of VA bar minus VB bar. Magnitude of VA bar minus VB bar, that is equals to under root, we can write it as VA square plus VB square minus 2VA VB cos theta. So this is the magnitude of the vector relative velocity. This is the magnitude of the relative velocity. Don't directly subtract. For example, VA is 30, VB is 20. Don't subtract 30 minus 20 in all situations. Depending on the situation, that means depending on the angle between the direction of two vectors. Depending on the angle between the direction of two vectors, the relative velocity concept must be changes. Depending on the situation, it must be changes. So that's very important. It's very important it is. Now, so that is VAB bar is equals to VA square plus VB square minus 2VA VB cos theta. This is the velocity of A with respect to B. VA bar minus VB bar. This is the vector subtraction, not algebraic subtraction. So this magnitude can be written like this. How its value changes in different situations, let us discuss now. See here. Here it is VAB bar is equals to VA bar minus VB bar. Its magnitude VAB bar can be written as under root VA square plus VB square minus 2VA VB cos theta. Under root VA square plus VB square minus 2VA VB cos theta. This is the magnitude. Now, in this situation, if theta is equals to 0, that means initially two bodies are traveling in the same direction. Two bodies are traveling in the same direction. First case. So that means two bodies must be in the same direction. That is theta equals to 0. So now VAB bar, magnitude of relative velocity can be written as square root of VA square plus VB square minus 2VA VB cos cos 0 is 1, that is equals to square root of VA square plus VB square minus 2VA VB minus 2VA VB. So that is equals to under root, we can write it as VA minus VB whole square. So that is equals to VA minus VB. So that means if two bodies are traveling in the same direction, what is the magnitude of their relative velocity? Just algebraic subtraction. Here it is the vector subtraction. Directly what is the option? We got it as VA minus VB. VA minus VB in the sense it is the algebraic subtraction. The relative velocity is nothing but the algebraic subtraction. So this is when the situation, if theta equals to 0, that means both the bodies must travel in the same direction. Next, the same situation. Here if theta is equals to 180 degrees, that means the two bodies are traveling in opposite direction. The two bodies are traveling in opposite direction. So that means we can write it as VAB bar is equals to under root VA square plus VB square minus 2VA VB cos 180 degrees. So that is equals to under root VA square plus VB square minus plus 2VA VB, because cos 180 is minus 1, minus of minus plus. So this can be written as under root VA plus VB whole square. So from this we can write it as VA plus VB. So that means if two bodies are traveling in opposite direction, what is the relative velocity of those two bodies? Relative velocity of those two bodies is VA plus VB. It's very important it is. Next, if theta equals to 90, that means if the two bodies are traveling perpendicular to each other. Here if theta is equals to 90 degrees, that means if the two bodies are traveling perpendicular to each other, that means normal to each other or orthogonally, any situation. So then magnitude of VAB bar can be written as under root VA square plus VB square minus 2VA VB cos 90. Cos 90 is 0. 0 means this total term becomes 0. So that's why it is VA square plus VB square. That means if the two bodies are traveling normal to each other, then what is the relative velocity? Under root VA square plus VB square. The relative velocity is nothing but under root VA square plus VB square. So this is the situation. Other than this, just we have to substitute that angle. That is the situation. So let us do an example problem here based on this. First case, example question. Two bodies are traveling with velocities so 50 meters per second and 20 meters per second. Calculate the relative velocity. Calculate relative velocity. First case, when they are in same direction. Second, when they are in opposite direction. Third condition, when they are moving mutually perpendicular direction, like that. Next, when they are moving with 60 degrees angle, like this. So first case, let us say VA is equals to 50 and VB is equals to 20. First case, both are traveling in the same direction. Magnitude of VAB bar is equals to, if two bodies are traveling in the same direction, what is that relative velocity? VA minus VB. So that is 50 minus 20, that is equals to 30 meters per second. So second condition, secondly, when they are traveling in opposite direction, so the relative velocity is nothing but addition of those two, VA plus VB, that is 50 plus 20, so that is equals to 70. Next, third case, when they are traveling normal to each other or mutually perpendicular to each other, so relative velocity in that situation can be written as, so that is VA square plus VB square actually. So that is VA square plus VB square. So VA square is 50 whole square plus 20 whole square. So 2500 plus 400. So that under root 2900 or 10 root 29, I think we can write. So that is the third situation. Next, fourth case in this is magnitude of VAB bar is 60 degrees with angle. So that is VA square plus VB square plus VB square minus 2VAVB cos 60, because the angle is given as 60. So that is 50 square plus 20 square minus 2 into 50 into 20 into cos 60 is 1 by 2. 2500 plus 400 minus 50 into 20, 1000. So that is equals to 1900 root of. So this is a way to calculate the relative velocity. When they are in the same direction, just subtraction. When they are in opposite direction, addition. When they are mutually perpendicular, 2000 root of VA square plus VB square. When they are inclined, the directly substitute in that value, that is the value of theta here. So that's we can do that. How can we calculate the direction in this? So for example, velocity means it must have both magnitude and resultant, magnitude and direction also. Let us say a body A moving towards east with velocity 30 meters per second and body B moving towards north with velocity 40 meters per second. A is moving towards east with velocity 30 meters per second, B is moving towards west north with 40 meters per second. Find velocity of A with respect to B. So magnitude of velocity, generally according to the definition, velocity of A with respect to B can be written as VA bar minus VB bar, no doubt about that. So according to the angle, VA bar can be written as, one is towards east, another one is towards north. What is the angle between east and north? 90 degrees. So simply we can write it as VA square plus VB square. No doubt about that, this is 30 square plus 40 square. No doubt about that, that is 900 plus 1600. So this becomes 50. So that is magnitude is okay. What about direction? Direction, VAB bar can be written as VA bar minus VB bar. How can you calculate the direction? Means VA bar, what is the direction of A bar? Towards east, no doubt, no change in this. VA bar, VAB bar can be written as, according to vector subtraction, VAB bar can be written as VA bar minus VB bar. VA bar minus VB bar. So VA bar towards east, no change, minus VB bar. What is the direction of B bar? Towards north, but minus B, minus of north, south. Minus of north is south. Towards east, actually B, initially what is the direction of B? Towards north, but minus BB means minus of north, that is south. So very important while calculating the direction according to this formula, we can rewrite the directions. What is the direction of VA bar? Towards east, no change in that. Minus VB, what is the direction of B bar initially? Towards north, minus is south. So this is the direction. So that means this is 30 and this is 40 and this is the angle. So direction can be written as tan theta can be written as 40 by 30, that is 4 by 3. So theta is equals to tan inverse 4 by 3. What is the direction? So this is east, this is south. Angle measured from east towards south, that is south of east. Angle starts from east. Angle starts from east, measured towards south. So that's why south of east. So this is the way to calculate. So while calculating the direction by using the given formula, we must rewrite the directions. So very important. After that we can do this. Direction means we must calculate tan of the angle. So that's all.